Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the Greenland Saga map. We're playing as the green player out of the third position. This map is 35 territories. There are 2 blizzards. Knocks us down to 33, makes it 6 territories smaller than the classic map. There are 9 bonuses. We'll get into those bonuses in just a moment. This is Tier List Tuesday series on the channel where we take a look at every single map in the game of Risk, stack them up against each other, and see how they play on the meta settings. Those settings are auto setup, 60-second turn timer, progressive cards, balance, blitz dice, no rank restrictions, alliances, and portals are off. Fog and blizzards are on. Playing as the green player again out of the third position. Red doesn't take. That's wow. The red player guaranteed 1 point plus 3 here off of this 6 and does not cap there. That is absurd to me. Pretty bananas, honestly. I'm very surprised by that. I don't see black here, which is equally surprising. Oh my goodness. Oh, because the 5 comes back into cap, right? Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. If I had known red wasn't going to take this, I would have capped here and tried to play for this on a 2-point down here. But evidently not a concern. Now, something I am going to do, and I don't know that this will even work. I'm going to try to take the +4 in the middle. There very well may be somebody capped on dried shallows behind me. Yellow fortifies backwards. So we're going to put 1 here. I'm going to put the rest here. I've got the 4 on a fortify. So if we hit here, it's only got 5 on cap. I could have hit him, but I chose not to. And then we're going to hit here. I don't need a slider. Kind of keep forgetting that. And then we're going to fortify this here. And I'm not optimistic this is going to hold. I'm not. I am not optimistic this will hold. But if it did, the investment of getting the +7 in the middle of the board would be pretty crazy. This is a... the bonuses on this map, rather, Vinland, Greenland, those are the +4s. We've got Stone Steps, Helluland, and Theodhild are +2s. Markland, Iceland, and North Stones are +3s. And then Leaf's Expedition, which is us in the middle here, that is a +7 if you're able to hold it. Black does hit me. So that begs the question, why would I ever let this clown hold? Because Black had already taken cards there, so there is genuinely no reason for him to hit me. Except to break. Red's going to add here on a spot where he should have added troops here already. Or he should have just capped here. I don't understand this play at all, honestly. Black is actually flagged. Black is fully surrendered. Now the question is, does red hit my 3 or does he hit the 1 here? Because now black has made that play of breaking me and then immediately quits, which is just strange. So red gets to hold the +2 here on an 8. I don't understand, and maybe you have a better cap spot somewhere else and that's why you go there, but I don't really get that. An especially frustrating play to have black do that. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit without blocking this stuff with my noggin. Is he going to hit the 8 here? Or is he going to take on the side here? Why did he just put all 8 of his troops here? Oh my goodness, he hit red. So, I would be a fool not to just take all of this, right? I would be a silly man to not just take all of this. I think I would be a very, very silly man to not take all of this. Because actually, I'm noticing now my cap and White's cap combined. Those combine for... He's got this whole bonus now, I think. He brought 5 troops back in, so he must have had a lot of material up here. These capitals together combine for a 1-point holdover this whole area down here. So if purple wants to waste all of his troops, you know, red added 4 troops here. Purple added 8. All of those troops are gone. So red had 10 stack. Purple had a 12 stack. All of it's gone. And really not at a very high cost for me because they chose to hit each other. Now, obviously, white could come down off of his +3 and come hit me, and that would be sad and not very good for me. I'm hoping that he behaves accordingly. Black already out of the game. Not sure if somebody has double capital. We'll see if somebody gets 7 soon. Yellow got 7. Oh, yellow started with 7. So yellow, I think, had this +2 here in stone steps, I believe. But winning white's cap would be so good. 2-point hold over +3/+2 with double cap hold. Not a bad idea. But yeah, this map, I went through the bonuses, we went through the size. I will admit I have played this map a couple times already in an attempt to get today's video. This is not a good map. This actually, in my personal opinion, is the worst of the 4 maps that we've looked at. I didn't think Lindisfarne was very good. Battle of Fuller I know isn't very good, but it's kind of fun. End of the King I know is not spectacular. This map is worse than all 3 of those. Like, far and away. White does not actually have this bonus, so he may leave me alone. We hit red. I don't have this bonus either. Purple acts as a buffer as he is botted. Interesting. So I played out a game where I lost my cap on turn 1 on this map. Which is, oh, he lost 5 on that. Okay. Something got here too. 7. Text to the right. But I lost my cap on turn 1. I ended up getting 2nd place, but there's such a slow movement in the early game. I just didn't think it was worth it to is this going to be a max of 7? If it's a 5, I'm going to hit it. If it stays as a, yeah, 7's not great. I would have hit a 5. I do think I want to go hit him though. Only at 10. Probably not a good idea. Okay, yellow's got 16 troops there. Because the interesting thing here, like, all right, white starts with what, maximum of 15 here, comes down and breaks me. We still have the wraparound to go hit him too. It's not like that doesn't exist there. It does appear that yellow's holding a bunch of troops off cap, which is just not going to end up being fruitful for him. Pink is, or purple is worth 1 card, black is worth 1 card. I believe white has the full bonus up here. Purple still has its capital, but that player has quit. Black is full flag, so black is not playing at all. Purple is simply a bot. Yeah. White gets 8. And he knows I have pathing into him. I think he'd be very foolish to come hit me, because I will make him regret that quickly. That's just terrible. I mean, that's awful. That's I don't know why you would do that as the white player. I truly think that is an unfathomably stupid play. Meanwhile, we've got Yellow committing his entire generation over here, which is just bizarre. Maybe he thought he was going to roll into my capital. Only moves 1 troop away. But I don't get breaking here if you're white. So purple is here. So I actually have my cap and purple's cap is a 2-point hole over the entire right-hand side. Yellow is going to pick up an additional 2 troops here. So he'll get 9. Which is not good. Because he could come hit me. Did I get bad dice at the end there? I lost 1. Lost 3 on a 2, which wasn't great. I would have tried to group this up. But basically what white has done to himself is he is ensured I will not let him hold here. It's effectively the death warrant he's signed himself to. And if he decides to try, he doesn't even try to split, so that's nice at least. This is bad. Let's still hold here. He tried to hit me. I truly can't justify letting white hold. There's no reason to let him hold. But yellow is playing so aggressively here with this many troops off. He's got nothing on cap. There's no doubt in my mind he has hard. Like, he's just putting 2 troops on some other border somewhere else. I don't think he has a lick of troops on cap. Look at the 8 trade. Red skip? I think red's card blocked. I don't think red has any valid cards. Purple is flagged, but the bot still places troops because they haven't fixed that, where once the neutral bot flags, it stops placing. But yeah, there's no point letting white hold extra here. I'm going to get broken anyway. But yeah, yellow holding on me. Maybe I should have traded in early and tried to hit him. You didn't have to break me, bro. There's no point in me letting you hold. No point in it. See what yellow does. I mean, this could come right at me. I'll try to roll my cap. Or he sits here with it. Yeah, he's going to sit there with the 27 roll on a different spot. That's good at least. That might even give red a card. Gotta hope for a trade on 3 here. We gotta hope we get a artillery, I think, after this trade in. It's got 4 horses and a dude. Because I need to force try to get another horse. I want to force white out of his spot. I'd love to have a trade in and just eliminate him. We're obviously stronger than him. Yellow is massive, at least as far as we can tell. He's been holding something for longer than we have. But he's shoving all of his troops in my face. So he's definitely not double this amount. That would be absurd. And these are the final 2 purple territories. We see all 5 troops placed there. So eventually getting this would be great, but we got to knock white out. And then we can actually probably 1-point hold here, getting white out from behind us. 6 on 3 is not a 100% roll. 91%. Gotta hope he fails. Don't have a trade on 3. Gotta hope this fails. There we go. 4 on 2, 75%. So he doesn't break here. All right, I'm gonna break you again. I don't think this guy's getting it through his thick skull. I mean, you aggressed me early, and I'm not really sure why. This is good, though, because red will trade in if white doesn't set. The Y is back to you, bro. You literally started this. I don't know what to tell a guy like this. He literally started this this whole kerfuffle. If he goes to 5 cards, we take him out. I don't love... Because he retook and then broke me. And all I did was take back. I didn't re-aggress up top on that last one. But I'm going to keep doing it into him now if he keeps hitting me. We do have the trade-in. I keep saying why, like he wasn't the one that started it. Also, I trade after him. So eventually, keeping his generation down and eventually going into him will take him out. Because he's obviously going to break me again here. Which he should on this next turn. If he doesn't trade, he absolutely should break me. I mean, I'll have 23 troops, 22 max on the capital. Get 12 off the trade-in, +2 on either Frosty Peak or East Fjord, which neither is my capital. If he doesn't break, he dies. If he does break, he dies, but later. Trades. I'm gonna delete this guy, man. I haven't had a player piss me off this much in a while. I truly have not had a player piss me off this much in quite some time. It's honestly uncanny how much this guy's irritating me. There's a chance I could set twice before he sets once at this point. Because we're basically the same size now. The problem with him setting early is we're basically the same size now. So if I can somehow get lucky enough where red trades on 3 or something like that. I really don't love yellow. Interesting. I mean, that means he took 5 troops off cap there. I don't love yellow doing that, but it's fine. Well played by you, white. You'll get +3 for 1 turn. And you won't have anything to break anyway. We gotta hope. Again, we're hoping for a dude. But this is, I mean, my trade, and he just traded for the 10, I think. Or the 12. What did he trade for? He traded for the 12. Like, alright, you get a couple extra troops. Congrats. I'm obviously not a fan of yellow holding this much off in front of me, but he shouldn't be able to eliminate me. 15 trade. White's just going to piss away these troops anyway. Silly. Just silly. I mean, that 10's probably just sitting here, so I'm going to hit it. I need what? 5 here. Boom, boom. He might even be gearing up to eliminate. Alright, he gets a card off of black, which isn't great. Because that puts him closer to a trade-in. He'll be on 4 cards now. And the trade-ins will be higher. But just gotta hope white doesn't set on 3 here. That was the 20 trade, right? So I should get the 25. No, that was the 15. I get the 20. Okay. No trade on 3 again. Oh my goodness. Red just blasted that giant purple stack. Oh, now would be a perfect time for a trade on 3. Go for red instead. Yellow might go for red. But you see, like, my issues with this map, it's so cramped. There's basically no chance you hold a bonus anywhere you want to hold a bonus. Interesting. So now I get to hold this. Doing everything back to... I'm just not going to... There's no point in letting him hold the bonus. Now that yellow can't really deal with me over here, genuinely no point in doing anything about it. Now, I believe... Is yellow our double capital player? Yeah, he's up to 11. So he's our double capital player on the left-hand side. Come on, dude. Artillery. That's fine, too. I think we had a horse already. Yep. If white doesn't trade, we take a white out. There's a red set. I could see red failing the elimination on white. We got to hope that white doesn't have pathing to that. The goal is eventually just get white out of the game. I need him gone. He's not trustworthy back here. Yellow's holding a bunch of junk off cap. Like, there's avenues here for success. I'm fingers crossed white doesn't trade, but I don't think white's stupid. I think he's misguided in his approach to hit me, and I will not... Once somebody breaks that neighborly bond, and I get it, he actually has nowhere else to go, so he has to kind of hit me. All right. I may as well try to card block him. If he eliminates purple, he loses the game. But again, he's not really close to a trade-in. Him only being on 2 cards is not great for him. Because at this point, leaving this line here, I can keep checking his cap. I don't care if he gets extra cards. The trade-ins are going to get high enough where I can just butter him up to 4 cards and then eliminate him. That's at least the hope. Is that we can just get him to 4 cards and then take him out. I wish he was 4 cards after me rather than 4 cards in front of me, but can't win them all. He doesn't trade off of killing purple, so if he goes for purple, like if I feed him purple, it doesn't matter. Red's getting 9. My fear is that red will try to kill purple soon. Trades 40. On 5 cards. White, right now, white trying to kill purple would actually be extra bad for him. I'm anticipating him breaking me here again. But at this point, I don't really care if he breaks me. Yeah, there it is. I'd almost roll the dice with the 6 on 3. Alright, you get the break there. Congrats. Because now I'm on 5 cards. We can actually just block him. I might as well try to block him. With the generation we're getting this turn, I can trade over here. Not good. Not good. Wow. Alright, I was gonna block him, but no point this time. Not yet, at least. No trade on 3 either. I was going to block him, but I didn't want to just leave troops there that he could potentially take out. So I'd rather prevent... the slow roll wasn't supposed to lose 3 slow rolls in a row. I should have just kept the 22 on 7. Once again, no trade on 3. Now I can block him. I do fear that yellow's like open to me over here through red. That is a bit of a concern of mine. We have 9 on 11. That could win. We do have a trade. Red sets. At some point, I think red's going to try to hit purple. I don't know when that happens, though. He was willing to hit purple here before. I do think we're going to have access to whatever trading zone they have. The only way we don't is if red's capped here and yellow's here. Well, actually, yeah, we'd have it underneath then. Red has this bonus. Yellow has these 2. They're trading in north stones. I anticipate a trade in from white here. He does not trade. Slow rolls. I lost, remember, I lost 3 slow rolls in a row with no takes. He is currently, he's won and he's split. Now he has lost. Split. Lost. Won. Split. Now he's only rolling 1 troop. Wins the 1 troop roll. Stops. On 4 cards, mind you. Brings 19 off. The question is, does he trade in taking the card? That's what I'm not sure of. Is this all a ruse, right? Because he had 70 on cap or so. Don't love yellow upping his amount there. Don't love yellow upping his amount there. Where's my trade-in? I mean, this is such an aggressive number of troops. It's stupid, honestly. This is a stupid amount of troops to put here. Why have that many off-cap troops in front of my capital? It doesn't do you any good. It's just annoying. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind red doing that. It's good, also good to know that red's not capped there. But like, I don't think yellow's very good. This is so many off-cap troops. It's insane. Now we come around to white here. My concern is that white trades in on 4, and it was just a bait before. If he doesn't trade, he's dead. I eliminate him. But if he trades, which is what I anticipate, and I could have tried to take him out in the previous turn. He doesn't trade. All right, so white's cooked. And he'll break me, and it won't matter. This is all. The more he does here, the easier he makes this for me. Yeah, it just doesn't matter. He's got at most 75 troops on capital. $53. That doesn't win. Bummer. That's actually way. Oh, because he took 20 off. I forgot about him taking 20 off. Alright, good riddance. Just simply good riddance. Trade on the next turn guaranteed. Like, this way of red is stacking here, I at least have the means of some defense on my capital. And he'll only get one card off of purple. And he'll have hit purple. So, yeah, this map is just very clustered. Obviously, middle board capital like this, I have access to everything. It's honestly great. I don't want to cause any issues to red, but I got to be a little bit careful, only because, you know, I did lose 80-something troops there. I didn't actually gain back what I lost. I will gain the 2 extra cards over time. White just dug himself a hole. All he had to do was not break my bonus on that initial where he hit down and then he decided, screw it, I'm going to break. He didn't have to do that. It's the little, it's genuinely, it is the little things in this game that people do. They're sometimes the most critical choices. I have to be very careful here not to force myself into bad card takes. Put this here. Look, the other cap should still have troops on it. My goal is to target yellow over time. Not yet, but over time. I mean, this is just foolish. I have to imagine his cap is like right here. Red also just opened him to me. I think if that is where his cap is, I'd like to hit into here on the next turn. That was actually a smart play by red not to reopen my capital into him. I had one of 2 choices. We do have a trade-in. But like, if yellow keeps building on this position, eventually, I mean, your bonus, even at this point in the game, your bonuses don't matter. Genuinely, the bonuses do not matter. 123 there. And he puts it on this side. So because I have the card here, I'll obviously take the card there. 100 on this cap. Do we know where red is? Oh. Red on 160 here for red. Double hundreds for yellow. So yellow is worth... Yellow has 320 troops. That is crazy to me. I'm a card ahead of red. I'm obviously getting much more generation than red at 17 versus 9. So we outpace him over time. 100 troops apiece for yellow here. And the problem is red's going to feel more compelled to trade with yellow than he is me. That boxes his cap off. Really, it actually would be in yellow's best interest to trade with me back here. I don't anticipate him doing that, but I don't know. 3-player endgame is going to be a little shifty just because which way do we play this? Because he's defending his capitals. That's what doesn't make any sense to me. He's defending his capitals, but he also keeps committing to this stack here, as if I'm at some point just simply not going to hit that. I don't know. Red could be stronger than I think as well. He could have some troops hidden back here to try to hit purple. I'd eventually like to win the purple capital. It's an extra card as well. Red could even try to go for it soon and fail. That would be nice. There's some nuance here because I'm a little confused how yellow has his man. He got an extra card off of black, but I don't know how he's so far ahead of me. Because I theoretically would have made up for whatever I lost on white pretty quickly, given the 2 extra cards that I got, despite losing 80-something troops on him. I'm surprised yellow is as strong as he is. But I'd like to move this up. You know, hit this and move it forward. He's honestly starting to piss me off a little bit. I'm not going to have the juice to hit this anytime soon, though. I'm defending it back there just in case somebody takes the purple cap here. 100. Yeah, these are both still 100s. Joker is big. Not that not like I can kill yellow or anything. He should really be playing off the 69. I get that he doesn't want to open me up, but I'm not that much of a concern. The problem is these two have been trading together the entire game, so I have to figure out a way around that. Because what? I'm getting 17. He's getting 11. And I get it. They're a little bit scared of me because I took out white. Not like that didn't come with a cost. My fear is that yellow's going to try to block me here. The issue is he can't block me and red. That's so annoying. I mean, eventually the attacker's advantage on this position should be quite high. It's crazy. Trying to bait red into rolling one of these yellow capitals. Don't think it's working. I also do think he only put 3 troops here. I think he's stacking against purple. Interesting. He's backed me up a little bit. He's capped here. I think this must have been the original yellow cap. This was the original black cap. That would explain a little bit more why black did the crash out that he did in the middle. He might have been trying to deal with yellow's capital early. I also get it if yellow doesn't want me to hold this bonus. That makes perfectly fine sense. Is that a trade without the joker? If it's a trade without the joker, it is not a trade without the joker. Okay. I want to hit yellow. I probably should have done it there. Well, if red keeps doing that, that certainly helps. That doesn't lower my troop count either, does it? No. It's funny because yellow probably could have eliminated red by now if he played this game properly. Let's split him. Why not? Trade on 3 is nice. But eventually, I gotta start making a move on somebody. I gotta start taking people out. If he's got 200 troops here, I got 225 plus 50 in the back. He trades right now for an extra 100. We're basically the same size again. And if he leaves this on me, I'm gonna trade in on him again. And I'm gonna hit him again. If he leaves this on me, we're gonna hit him again. I don't know what to tell him. He's had too large of a stack stacked on me the entire stinking game. My goodness, you are terrible. Oh my gosh. Red just fed this to me. That's an extra card. That's huge. That is massive. Red just failed the roll here. So while I chipped away 350, I just chipped away 350 troops off of... Did he miss a card too? Wasn't he... Yellow trades. This could be bad. Oh my... Is he really going to sit next to me here again? Trades on 3. Is he wise enough? If he actually sits next to me here again, he's a fool. Oh my god, this guy is terrible. How many of your troops do I have to hit before you back off? Oh, that sucks. I really failed that. I failed a 17 on 7. That's terrible. I wanted to bring the 50 forward. If he's got a trade on 3, that's not great. Can bring the 50 forward on the next turn. Yellow doesn't have a trade in. Can't risk opening red up to myself right now. Because red's cap's much bigger. I have a trade on 3, or I'll just use that. Because I don't have to chunk this yet. I know he's only keeping 100 troops on the cap because he's a dingus. So, just go 4 here. This here. We're going to trade in. 50 comes forward, so let's make this like 70, 80. 80's fine. 210 there. 50 comes to here. We're golden. 2-point hold over the right side. We started with 24 troops on that turn. Just in time, too, because red just traded, so. Just in time. Now, problem is, I think these guys are going to be working against me. Maybe. Maybe they work against me. Now, do the extra 4 troops matter to me? Maybe. Also a maybe. Like, obviously, I feel a little bit bad hitting through 90 of red's troops because he stacked it right here. At the 17 on 7 just won, it wouldn't have been an issue. I don't have beef with red, though. Like, not intentional beef, at least. Probably just breaks it. Yeah, red's not happy that I took this. I'm not sure what that does, but okay. He's gonna sack into me, isn't he? No, he's gonna try to loop around here. He's gonna try to get to this spot. So he trades early to make that play. I mean, yellow has it out for me, but I don't know. I don't understand putting the several hundred troops next to me throughout this whole game. It's just silly. I wonder. What a joke. I don't know where he opened over there. Did he hit? He hit red's 8. He actually hit red's 8 there. At some point, I don't know why you're hitting a 3. At some point, I wonder if red's had enough of yellow. Like, because yellow just has there's no aim, there's no goal. He's got 100 troops on these 2 cabs. He's gonna sack into me. No, not yet. He's not sacking into me yet. We need to trade on 4 if we get trade on 4. Red has no bonus. I didn't even re-break him here, which is interesting. I do have a trade. He's gonna hit my 3. I'm trying to be nice to red. It's just not working. Thing is, red is card blockable, but yellow is not going to let that happen. Man, this guy is a joke. Taking hits from both sides. Can't really afford to hit yellow again yet. Nor do I really want to. But this is just so silly. This is 300 troops off cap. I've already hit 350 of your troops. I don't get why. I don't know. The cognitive dissonance here is just silly to me. Okay, red. He didn't even hold the bonus on that turn. I'd like the extra 4 troops. It's just more of an advantage I get over these guys. I don't like the yellows up here, though. I have a set on 3. I'm fairly convinced yellow only has 100 troops on cap again. It's getting, what, 11? Probably breaks me here. I didn't even consider that. I thought red would just hit the 3 out of here and call it a day. But I'm just trying to stabilize. He's... Oh, no, he's just going to roll normal. Continues dumping down here. I think he's opened red up to me. I think red's going to come off cap and come take the 180 from me. Yep. This is going to get red killed. Red's going to roll this. He's going to lose the game. Yep, that is a game-losing play by red. Now I have to defend back here. Maybe he's got troops here. That looked like it came up right to here, though, didn't it? Didn't he attack into this spot first? I don't know how he'd have that limited amount. Problem is I don't trade off of red. I don't want to kill red because I don't trade off of him. This clown is sitting on me. Yeah. 200 troops here. Okay. Cool, red. I mean, that was just a kind of a blatant teaming move. I'm not going to accuse them of anything because there's no point, but yellow buttered up. How does this guy have this many troops? 600 something troops. I don't know where he's getting all of them from, but whatever. I slam this enemy. Oh. He's crashing out. He's straight up crashing out. Yep. Good thing I have a trade. Well, I don't set off of him, so... Not really sure the proper way to do this. He flagged. Okay, well, there's a very much a proper way to do this then. Break. Him flagging is huge, actually. Trade on 3? I have a trade on 3. Trade on 3 is even better. Comes off the 200. Hopefully hits the 20. I want him to hit the 20, loses 42. That shouldn't... If he wins the 87, he actually probably loses the game. Which is kind of what we want. He doesn't know how much I have in the middle. If he rolls it, I think he loses the game. He's completely off this capital. What are you doing? $40, $80. There's nothing on this capital here. $150. Oops. $150. $70. Sure. He doesn't have pathing to this, so he has to commit his entire trade into this capital. If he takes all of these cards up here too, I can just block him on the top. Oh no, he's on 5 cards. Can't block him, he's on 5. Oh, you don't have a fortify with that, bud. Bring that back to capital. Won't let him hold the bonus. I should have this. He's got more troops than me, but I think I still should have this. 300 on 150 doesn't really matter. I'd rather him roll either the 85 or the 72. I want him rolling capitals. I don't know what the point of that is. This should be 100% roll, but hopefully a low percentage. Still doesn't have, yeah, incredibly low, and opens me. And he doesn't have the fortify. He doesn't have a fortify to this. You can only fortify the 40. If he fortifies off the 40, I get one of these caps for free. Now, I'm not on a set. He still probably sets before me. I can believe that yellow crashed out. I'm not sure why yellow had held these troops here the entire game anyway. Very bizarre. Oh, okay, he actually did get the full fortify there. I didn't think he would have that. It's minorly annoying. Could have a set on 3. Here's what we want. I don't want all of these troops over here because I think that's a waste. He played that pretty well. I'll give him that. Hopefully we have a set on 3. What are we at? 72-10. We're both on 3 cards. I don't have a trade. I'm a little bit ahead of him. We're a little bit ahead of him. I want him to actually take everything back here because I want to block him. This 108 is super easy to block. Oh, he played that pretty conservatively. This is actually probably good for me though because I can start with a block like this. I don't have a trade on 4. That is actually bad. That's very bad. He's starting with what? 9 troops? Yeah. Could go boom, boom, boom. I was gonna say, I'd be surprised if he doesn't come down here and hit all of this. Interesting. I don't actually have to give him extra cards, though. All right, let's see what you do. I need the middle cap is still the most important cap on the board. I can't risk giving this up. He's gonna roll this over here. Loses 138. Tries to go into yellow. Actually, does successfully eliminate yellow, but at the cost of basically the game. I don't know why you get one extra card off of that. He actually won the roll, which is he had fewer troops than that by the time he got there. Crazy, honestly. I'll leave this card here for free. Actually, doesn't really matter if he gets extra stuff if I just have the caps, so. Yeah, I'd rather him just set. Loses 135. Trade-ins are massive, but all right, we're on a trade. Can basically set the block in any other spots I need to. And I can defend everything. I hadn't really a chance to defend everything yet. I don't know why you went for yellow. Like, I guess he did get the extra card out of it. It changes the orders up a little bit, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. We're able to win. For a minute there, it was getting a little hairy. I had to force him into this spot. Kind of an annoying block to have to set up, but... I know he's on a trade. I just don't want to be able to roll any capitals. This one I should take soon. Gotta leave myself with extra cards. Red clearly isn't a bad player. Didn't want to open my cap up earlier. You know, I don't think they were teaming. I think yellow was... I think red had a specific plan to try to take this capital even after I took it. And yellow happened to open him up. Which I think is a mistake. This is also a mistake here. In my opinion, that's not a very good play. And the reason for that is that. Very easy block to set. I have a trade without the Joker. I have a trade without the Joker. It's a little bit of a slow burn because Red's sticking with it. I mean, he's cooked, right? Like, there's no chance. He's not going to win the game. He's not going to win the game. I don't know why else to say it. He's not going to win the game. And so I respect that he's still trying to, but I've managed to leave myself with extra cards. I respect the hustle, but your game is over. And now all he's done is left me with more cards. So do with that info what you will. I'm just playing it safe, taking the cards I need to take. We're going to try to win the game. That is the gist. That is the goal. Getting him isolated down to one position would probably be wise. Take it. Come on. I'm not going to bother blocking you there. There's no point. I simultaneously respect that he's still trying, but I'm also annoyed that he doesn't fully see the writing on the wall and step off cap. Like, I guess a 15 could win one of these spots. I'll have to bolster these a little bit more in the next turn, but I'm back on 5 cards. He's got 2 cards left that aren't blocked spots. I don't care if he gets a couple extra troops. That's not a concern to me. I'm getting the same amount as him, and he's limited in his options. I think Red's probably a master level player, not much more than that. Forgot about this capital. Forgot about that cap. Oops. Well, whatever. I gave him an extra card. Kind of forgot he had troops there. It's kind of funny. See, the silly part is he thinks I'm going to go down there. I have no plans to do that, so... Now again, 2 cards left. Yeah, I knew he was holding stuff here. How much is he getting? 20? I've got 1, 2, 3 up here. Gonna have to open this junk over here too. I want him to hit the 52, to be honest. That hit is 201. He left 40 off cap. I'll just take that, right? Now I just take it. Do we think he sets here, or does he take his last card? Does set. Hopefully this gives me extra cards. It does. Gives me a ton of extra cards. It's 4 extra cards. It's delightful. Sorry this is taking so long, everybody. Forgot he had troops here, and he's not going down without a fight, so... I'll see his fortify lines, though, at least. This cap is the least important of these 3. Now if he sets, we've got the means to deal with him. He's getting 27 troops. I'm getting 15. We'll get more after this turn. I presume a fortify goes to here. That came off from down below. Runs me out of a card, but that was 200 extra troops I just hit. We're still on a trade because we still have the Joker. And we'll know if he fortifies. So we know he doesn't fortify to that corner. And now we're just churning through extra cards compared to him. Like, sure, he gets 3 more troops per turn than us. But every 3 turns, as long as he does not get a card, we get 230 more troops than him. Back on 5 cards. Now we may have to open him here in a moment. Which is fine. What if he's got all of his troops here? Alrighty. Not thrown in the towel yet. I have a trade on 3. I don't really want to use it. Is running the timer out? After all this, dude, you're running the timer out, man. We've just burned probably an extra 18 minutes trying to 1v1 this guy. And he played it probably as well as anybody could. He quits. Instead of just letting me finish. Alright, let's see. That was the last of his troops. I was supposed to know that he didn't have any left. I don't trust anybody in this game, man. Couldn't trust yellow. Why would I trust red here? We get the win far, far later than I would have liked to, but long game for you guys to enjoy. 3-player endgames are so difficult, especially once the trades get high enough. Expert on white. Sorry, expert on yellow. Beginner on white, purple, and black. Intermediate on red. I actually think red was the best player in this lobby. I have no idea what the yellow player was doing. But what I do have an idea of is where this bad boy places on our tier list. Let me get over to our other monitor. We will be reviewing, as you can see here, Advanced Map Pack 2 next week with New Zealand and Australia Advanced. That should be very, very fun to review. But in the meantime, I want to look at the map here. The 2 blizzards, despite there only being 2 blizzards, end up choking up this map pretty much every time you play it. The only way it doesn't choke it up, at least a little bit, is if the blizzard is like the bottom corner here, or in the top of one of these 2 bonuses. I've seen them in the middle a lot. We had, the one here for a 1-point hold over this bonus. And then I think we had the one here for a 2-point hold over these 2 bonuses. So a little bit impactful this time. My middle capital, very good range on that. Ended up getting the purple capital and exercising decent control. No idea what the yellow player was doing. But the problem with this map is it just becomes too one-sided. This is my 3rd attempt at getting this video. The first game was so fast because one dude just managed to steal somebody's cap on turn 1. And they were the 2 guys on the one side of a 1-point hold. And it was just done for so early in the game. It was like a 4-turn game. I really don't like this map. Other games we have, like what we had today, where they just drag on and drag on and drag on. And I like dragons, but not that kind of drag on. So I think Greenland Saga genuinely is a firmly F tier map. I don't enjoy this map pretty much anytime I play it. Even this game I thought was a good game, but not enjoyable in the slightest, in terms of like just the grind. It's very much of a grind. I don't think it's as good as Nam at all. I think it's better than Seagrogs. Seagrogs is also just an unbalanced mess. This one is a small, sort of balanced, but just unfun experience. It's everything that Lindisfarne is, but worse. It's like the worst parts of Svolder and Lindisfarne, and it's just not enjoyable. We're done with the Viking Conquest maps. Again, we'll be looking at Advanced Map Pack 2 next week. Thanks for sticking with me, everybody, on Tier List Tuesday. You can see we've only got so many maps left down below. If you guys enjoyed this one, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back next week. As always, everybody, I've been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.